Check once for the girls are here. Talking soccer, sipping root beer. From the stands to the pitch to your ears tonight. They break it down, no fluff, no gloss. Goals and misses, they count the cost. Laugh aloud while they analyze the fight. RSL bros, they're running the show. Kicking it live where the fans all go. From the mountains high to the valley low. RSL bros, they're in the know.
RSL Nation! Good evening.
Well, welcome back. We be here.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. I want to start off by apologizing. My voice is a little raspy. I am getting over whatever everyone else has been getting in the state. I don't know if you guys have gotten anything, but hopefully you don't.
Not
Are you
recently. Nope.
Are you stealing drinks from the stadium too?
We do not condone breaking into America First Field.
Absolutely not. Especially when it's just for a Diet Coke. Now, if it was for a root beer, maybe.
Oh my gosh.
Come on. Now, maybe that's a question. What would you break into a stadium for? What drink? There we go. What drink would you break into a stadium for?
Well,
I wouldn't.
we have swig here at the stadium, so that's the only thing.
There's no drink that's worth that. Diet Coke is. If you're gonna go for a zero sugar Coke, Coke Zero, all day.
Agreed with Christian there.
Yeah, you're talking to the wrong guy. I'm an anti-Coke. So,
What are
guys,
you, a Pepsi fan?
no, I don't like Pepsi either.
Okay, that's fine.
Sprite, root beer, Fanta. I don't even like Dr. Pepper.
Okay, moving on.
That was a bad way to start this off. But guys, thanks for joining in. We know that you guys are frustrated. We know. But we are here to let it all out. We're here to actually, we were talking about this right before we got on. We don't want this to be one of our last prediction times this season. We don't want it to be. So
Nope.
We're going to try to be as positive as possible. Maybe almost to the level of toxic.
Toxic positivity on this episode. That's what that's gonna be.
That's gonna be a stretch for a couple of you.
Ooh.
Shots fired. All right. So this is how we're going to do this today. We're going to talk about Saturday's game. We're going to get into it. And again, just like maybe a couple other games that we've had recently, I'm scratching my head at a lot of things. We're going to talk about the US U20s, Gozo, how that ended, what's happening. We're going to talk about Luna and the senior team, the US team, their two friendlies against Ecuador and Australia that just ended tonight. And then, guys, we're loaded this one. It may not sound like a lot, but it's a lot. We're going to go into our playoff decision day scenarios.
Scenarios.
Yeah. And then we'll end it off with going over this Saturday's game against St. Louis, the last of the regular season. Are you ready?
Ready.
Let's do it.
All right. So, Marcos, give me your thoughts on what the heck happened on Saturday.
One word only with this lineup. WTF.
Wait.
That's
wait.
3 words. An acronym is not a word. You have a degree in communications, Marcos.
One acronym. WTF. No,
I'm gonna use that one word from now on.
No, like the rest of us, we're all looking at this lineup. We're like, what is going on? Like the backline's fine. But we get Anelli as a left mid. Pablo Ruiz comes out of the dust. He's starting. Kaliskin and obviously Diogo. Yes, granted, we were without 3 players. No Gozo, no Luna, no Ojeda. So that makes sense. But we have Piol starting. That one was a head scratcher.
Not really. I think from what I understood at the end of the
Colorado
game, I think Man, you're just take the words right out of my mouth, brother. Victor got a knock, and so that's the only reason why I think Peel started. But I share your sentiment, Marcos. I really do, because when I saw this lineup, I thought, I think the only head scratcher for me was the Anelli, um, was the Anelli start on the left wing. Um, guys, walk with me through this. Don't walk through me. That might hurt. Um, why would we start Anelli on the left wing? We have other possibilities. We have other players that can play these positions.
Like I was
Why?
honestly, I was surprised that we didn't see Wolf at all play in this game. He was on the
I
bench,
agree.
did not play. We saw in the past two games against Austin and Colorado where he came off of the sub as like a super sub, but this one not at all. That one, this game was kind of screaming for him to start.
Christian, I'm gonna need your thoughts right now. Give me them.
I
Give,
have
give,
to.
give me your one word.
Eh,
Oh, that's a sound.
yep. That's all I've got. I mean, knowing that Victor took the knock, I still would have probably started Willie over Peel. Willie was dangerous as soon as he got onto the field. Um, and I would have started Wolf. The other, like everything else makes sense. Really thinking about it.
But if Anelli, it's obviously not on the front of our minds. If Anelli doesn't start on the left wing, he definitely starts as the defensive mid in place of
Yes.
Pablo Ruiz.
For sure.
So I guess that's another one of mine too, is because
Eh,
I really think that Pablo Ruiz is just dipping right now.
Well, he's coming back from injury again, and I would have given him minutes, but I wouldn't have started him. He's not at full match fitness as of right now. He's not. And it's not a slight against him. It's not a slight. Uh, it's just that's just a reality of his physical condition at this point. And I hate looking at FOTMOP because they make it look like RSL played horrifically.
Hmm.
They didn't play horrifically. It was the first half was not great. Second half, loads better. But it was more like mid-season RSL that was about to find its stride, everything that we've gotten used to for the last third of the season. It felt like that type of RSL right before that, where we were getting up front, we were getting to shots on goal, and just nothing was connecting, nothing was going in. That's what it felt like to me. And especially against a weakened Seattle Sounders, we had every opportunity to punish them because looking at their lineup, the only three players really that I would have been worried about, De La Vega, Ferreira, and Morris. And they
Uh,
locked them down in the second half. You can't tell me Stephen Fry is
no, Stephen Fry, no.
Stephen Fry. Mm, but
But I really do think that Paulo did his thing. He did what he needed to.
fair.
Rodon and Reagan are obviously going to stop Peel.
Yeah.
And Cruz isn't. I I have so much hope for him. I really do. I just need him to break through. But he also got stumped with Rodon and Reagan. That's the thing. I think we expected a more weakened Seattle team. I expected a more weakened Seattle team, but we forget De La Vega, Ferreira, Morris. Um, those guys are always around. But
Mhm.
Rothrock out of nowhere. What the heck? I
Yeah,
mean,
to Christian's point, yes, that first half was abysmal. It was terrible. We look at the stats wise, first half, 4 shots for us, for 10 for Seattle. But I think that the bright spot in that first half for RSL, Rafa. Rafa
Mhm.
doing Rafa things, humongous save on that PK by Jordan Morris, guessing the right direction, seeing his body language. We've seen that game in, game out, especially what I think that's 4 or 5 PK saves so far this season, coming up clutch in that first half.
yeah, there's nothing we can say bad about Cabral. There really isn't. I don't think there's ever been anything bad we could say about him. But what's super frustrating though is that the first goal that they score in the fourth minute. I mean, when you look back at the film, it really is. I personally think this one's on Pablo Ruiz I think he's the one that lost the possession, and just from there it just rolled downhill. It was just bad to worse. And that has a lot to do with what you guys are saying. He's coming off of injury, hasn't had a lot of playing time, and next thing you know, we're throwing him in the starting 11. Guys,
Yeah.
maybe I want to throw this topic out real quick. It almost looked like when they put out this lineup, we were looking to save everyone for St. Louis. We were not looking to win this game.
It it was like what I said in our super secret text group. This was a game where Pablo, I think, felt like he could experiment a little bit and kind of see maybe, I don't know what he's looking at potentially for next season, right? Who we could be losing or things like that. And he felt like, and he knew, and he probably knows because Pablo is a very smart coach. He's a very smart coach. He knew that he could experiment a bit with this game, and if we lost it, there's a better chance for us to perform better against St. Louis. So it was as close to a throwaway game as we could get.
Yeah, I think along with the interesting lineup that we had interesting subs. Like we had Jesus that came off the bench, who we haven't seen him come off the bench for RSL in a very long time. We see him scoring. I think he's the leading goal scorer for the Monarchs this season at, I think, 13 goals. But I can't recall the last time that he's come off the bench for RSL this season. And then on top of that, we have Johnny, who everybody has been protesting. We need more Johnny. We need more Johnny. Well, we got
You've
more
been
Johnny.
saying we need more Johnny.
We got more Johnny seasoning, and
Look, I'm still stuck on why Pablo would present this game like this. I understand. I hear and I understand the words you're saying, but we're at a point in the season where all we need is 3 points, and
right.
we have literally almost a guaranteed spot going into decision day.
Yeah.
Even a draw would have been fine in this situation too. That would have given us that one up.
True. But when you see this lineup, I mean, legit, when I saw how this lineup was, I verbally by myself said, "What?" Um,
Yeah.
it's super frustrating because you we expect so much out of RSL right now, um and we try to get it hyped up every single week,
Mhm.
especially for all of you fans, trying to get us all hyped up to say, "Hey, we're gonna make the playoffs this weekend." Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then all of a sudden we get this lineup where basically, I think I said this to Marcos. This looks like or did I say it to you, Christian? I can't remember who I said it to. It looks like a 4-3-1-2.
Mm,
We're playing three defensive midfielders.
yeah.
That's what it felt like. I mean, if you're gonna have a Nelly there, just might as well shift Diogo into the middle, and you have yourself a 4-3-1-2, and
He
that's
would have been effective there too.
probably would have been more
Because
effective.
well, because one thing that we didn't have at all during this game was control of the midfield. At all. And which is funny because you take a look at Seattle's lineup and their formation, they weren't built to control the midfield. They were built to control the wings.
That's
True.
right.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, true, and you can even see it in the stats. I mean, we got knocked out of the park both halves. By the way, even though the second half was our better half,
Hmm.
our XG was still lower. They had less
Mhm.
shots than we did. We had more shots on target, and yet our XG was lower. I mean, they were dominating us in everything, and it just wasn't funny.
I think honestly the biggest change for RSL from that first half to the second half, obviously shots, but I think it was taking off Ari, bringing in Willie. Willie was that super sub that we really needed that flipped that switch right away.
And it's funny how energy and want can change a game, but I've said this before. I'm a little over the X dog factor. I'm a little over the fact that, yeah, let's just high press. Let's just make people make mistakes, and then hopefully we can score a goal. No, at some point I want to have the talent. I want to be able to build. I want to be able to do tiki taka and create a nice, beautiful goal. I want that. And right now, I there's a reason why I think the fans are losing interest like in bucket loads because this isn't an interesting product right now. And again, when you put out a lineup like this in an important game, you're going to lose even more interest. That's just the facts. Um People can defend coaches' decisions all they want, but right now, how this team is, I think there's a lot of people with a lot of stuff on the line, and it doesn't seem like it. They're not acting like it, at least. There's a lot of conformity.
Yeah.
So
Agree.
I don't know. That was my little rant. Do you guys have anything else from this game?
No, I guess to your point, second to last game of the season, this is unacceptable. Where you need to be playing like these games, like it's this is life or death. This is playoffs, and RSL didn't have that care, that desire that they want to be in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean they probably did up here, but it wasn't. It wasn't in here, and it definitely wasn't with the crest. So, um, onward and upward, I guess. Um,
But we look at the table.
That's
It's
Still
true.
ninth.
Still ninth. Can you believe that? We'll
Saturday's gonna be stressful.
well, and also thanks to LA beat Dallas over the weekend too, which helped out big time.
Snaps for LA.
snaps, snaps for LA. Snaps for LA. Jeez. All right. I'm done being negative. Let's flip this. Let's flip this switch. Actually, no, we're gonna go a little bit negative right now. A little bit more. All right. U20 World Cup. So thanks for listening to our little rant on the last game. Now let's go into U20 World Cup where Gozo is played, started against I was gonna say it in Spanish, Marruecos, against Morocco. And guys, this before this game, there was a lot of hype with this U20 team. I mean, we were hyped. There's a lot of hype going on with this team because of what they were accomplishing during this tournament. But this game was their off game, and it was the wrong game to have an off game.
Right. Right.
And here's the thing. I didn't necessarily see it as an off game per se. I see it as a pride game. They
Elaborate.
They walked into the game thinking that, we're gonna win. Because no one had scored on them in open play throughout the group stage. They thought they were untouchable. It was a moment of Icarus for them.
Yeah. And I think there's a lot of touching grass, especially with Kremaski. He was having the tournament of his life up until
Mhm.
this game.
Yep.
Mhm.
And yeah, this was we can't say it was a total flop because
No.
First half, I was super impressed with this team, with what they're producing with shots, not being afraid. Unfortunate goal that they gave up in the 31st minute, but it was all the momentum was on their side in that first half, and just
Was
don't-
it?
yeah, like
They
that.
seemed off kilter the entire game.
Well, no, I'm talking first half.
Even first half, they got that. They were outplayed, in my opinion, by Morocco the entire game. They got that penalty by luck, and they couldn't capitalize on the momentum.
I could see that because going into halftime 1-1, they were lucky to be 1-1 at that point, and at right then and there is when you need to have a good halftime talk and be like, guys, step it up or you're out at this point. And it doesn't seem like that talk was had. And
Yeah,
if it was, it didn't get to their heads.
I think besides giving up 2 goals in the second half, taking off Gozo in the 66th minute does not make sense whatsoever at all. That one was
Agreed.
that one was frustrating, especially in a very important quarterfinal game like this.
And especially to have the sub that comes in play worse. But then again, Gozo, yes, he's everything positive that we've ever said. This game, it didn't shine as much, but Brennan, who came in for him,
Mhm.
did not do any favors to the U.S. at all. In fact, as soon as he came in, as soon as the substitution happens, the U.S. scores an own goal.
Bad giveaway.
I mean, I'm not saying that they took off Gozo, and if Gozo was on, he would have prevented it. But um, I don't know, because we're Gozo fans here. I think it's really tough to see Gozo only go 60, 70 minutes when in reality we see him first,
90.
like we're talking first division soccer. He's
Mhm.
going 90.
Yeah.
And you see the rest of the lineup except for Kremasky, they all play on the either USL team or in fact, let's see,
Next Pro
or sorry, MLS Next Pro. Yes.
or
Yeah.
USL. You're right. Some play USL.
Okay. Um,
What I
I
what I love what I love to see when Gozo got subbed off, you could see that anger, that frustration in his face, and I love it. I'm just waiting for him to use that frustration for this Saturday.
ah, I don't know. But what I do know is this: Mitrovic um has screwed over RSL players yet
Mhm.
again.
Oh,
He
100%.
I
100%.
I tweeted that out. This is the how often is the U20 World Cup? Is like every 2 years.
2
Yeah.
years.
Okay, so the time before this one was
It was
goes what?
2020.
Oh, so
It
that
was
was
it was that
Luna's.
was Luna's. Yeah.
Yep.
This is 2 World Cups in a row, 3 tournaments in a row for Mitrovic that he's screwed over RSL players. Obviously, um, with his Luna's Luna's U20 World Cup, they got knocked out in the first game of the second this game, right?
It was quarterfinals as well.
Yeah. So we haven't gone past that. We he didn't take Luna to the Olympics, and the U.S. get absolutely blasted.
Yep.
This tournament, he plays Gozo so inconsistently and so weird. And why the heck are we starting Beaudry as the goalkeeper when you have Gavin Beavers, who has out of the whole goalkeeping squad, besides the guy that got sent back to Slonina, got sent back to Barca. Um, Besides him, he is the next one that has the most first division minutes.
Oh yeah, you got Beaudry who
Oh
plays
yeah.
for Colorado Rapids too. Rapids too. It's like
Bro.
You take Crappets. You add extra doo doo. You got Crappets too.
no, Beavers would have been an excellent choice to be a
Yes.
starter.
but here's the thing.
We miss you. Come back.
Yes, also. No. Wait. No. We want him to do good where he's at because Cabral is doing great right now.
Oh, but
I
Cabral's not going to be around forever.
fine. But this is my frustration with the youth national teams is Mitrovic has been screwing over players that have so much potential, and basically right now, Luna is throwing caca all over his face because now he's starting or playing having minutes with the senior team when he wouldn't even give him the light of day for the
Mhm.
Olympics.
Yep.
That should make Mitrovic look like a complete buffoon
Oh yeah,
to U.S.
this
soccer.
this U20 team
Buffalo.
had the talents, they had the skill to be able to go far, but I think the subs and everything with that, the lineup definitely ruined it.
Yeah, I don't want to spend too much
Buffalo.
time on this because I know probably many of you are like, I didn't watch it, I don't care. But
Yeah,
just
unfortunately, we don't get U.S. Argentina in the final.
no, but guys, there is a lot
Buffalo.
of you really like that word, don't you? There's a lot of hope for the future of U.S. soccer.
Definitely.
Now,
Yep.
now we just have to make sure that they maintain the mentality that they had during this tournament because they they were pretty
Dangerous
we'll say dangerous. They had
and
a really good
passionate.
that's the word. I think they were passionate. Do you know what I really liked is when there's a specific song for each country after they score a goal, and I think the U.S.'s was a Black Eyed Peas one. It was a yoo-hoo, da 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 da, woo
That
whatever,
is not Black Eyed Peas.
whatever,
That was not.
whatever it is. What is it? Come on,
Pretty sure that's the Offspring.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways,
Those
I
are not even close to the same. One's good music. The
bro,
other one's the Black Eyed Peas.
I fine, fine. We'll fight afterwards. um, but you can see the passion after they scored the goal. You hear the music. It's like these boys get it. They're excited. So get excited for the next generation. I think we said this last episode. 2030 or 2034. Get ready.
Mm.
Um, and throwing a little plug here. Argentina beat Mexico. What's new? We love it.
We
Mexicans.
do.
And we get France Morocco, which is also 2022 senior team semifinal.
That's crazy.
Yep.
So, it,
Vamos Morocco.
sure. Next is the senior team. Okay, Luna got limited minutes in these last two games.
What's
So,
new?
but I mean, it's kind of new. But I don't think it's anything to worry about. So the U.S. played
Mm-mm.
against Ecuador. They tied 1-1. I think they did fairly well considering. Um, Ecuador wasn't 100% full strength, and the U.S. looked a little bit more full strength, which I guess if you balance it out, maybe if Ecuador was all the way full strength and the U.S. was all the way full strength, maybe we get the same result. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, in this match against Ecuador, I was very impressed with Balogun, getting
Mhm.
that second half goal. Um, yeah, all around good effort from our attack. Tillman with a good assist to him. So
And then today, the U.S. beat Australia, which should be a given. Sometimes it's
whew,
not.
that was a scare. That was a scare.
Australia goes up in the 19th minute, and all
Yeah.
of us are like, what? Hello?
Ah, here we go again.
Yes. So, U.S. come back with two goals by Haji Wright. Haji Wright, I feel like hasn't scored in a minute for the U.S. So good for him. But what I want, actually, I do need to make mention. Luna did come in earlier in this second
Pulisic.
game.
Yep.
Pulisic got injured. Some people are saying high
The heart,
ankle.
that was bad.
Some people are saying a high ankle sprain.
Yeah.
But um, I want to get you guys' sentiments real quick on the U.S. national team overall these past two games. Does it feel different these past two games than it has in recent
I
history?
think so. I think they're figuring out. I think Pochettino's really like kind of saying, nope, we're doing it my way rather than because before he was playing the US Sweethearts, the favorites, same formation, not really changing much. And he's like, nah, let's screw it. We're doing it my way. And we're one of the biggest things is the formation shift to a 3-4-3, which
Yes.
honestly has proven dividends.
Yes,
And
because strategically you have the two outsides that can
mhm.
either drop back and have a five back or push them up and you have five front.
And it's a good formation. It works with this group of players actually pretty well. The thing is, these players, they've played it 3 times now. so they're not used to the formation.
But somehow
But
it works.
it's allowed for 2 comebacks in a row.
Yeah. And on top of that, with different personnel too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there wasn't very much consistency. I think the back line, I think you only had Robinson and Richards and Freese,
Yep.
obviously. But everyone else, I think, was a change. I don't think
Uh,
McKenzie
Ti-
played.
no, Tim Weah started both games on right mid,
Okay, so and then Tim West. So
and Wes McKinney up top. So
that's a head scratcher.
yeah, it's not his strongest position. I would have rather seen maybe McKinney and Weah swap spots.
Doesn't Wade play like a wing, like a
Mm,
right wing with
For
Lille?
he's with is he with Lille right now? He's on loan
Oh,
from Juve.
Marseille.
Marseille, that's it. I think I don't watch French football because I'm Argentine. Um,
First the Argentine league, second France.
No,
oh
he's
no, no,
not.
no, no, no. I've got MLS,
Come on, it was the
Premier
joke.
League, Bundesliga, La Liga, Italian League, Bolivian League, Argentine League, MLS Next Pro, USL, NWSL, go a
Wow.
few more leagues down,
You put
and the French
You put
League.
the Bolivian league above NWSL?
Uh,
No, no.
yeah,
Oh,
come on. Who wouldn't want to watch the strongest versus Jorge Wilstermann? Um, so I think I read this online. I think the overall feeling from these past two games is more positive
I
than
think
the previous.
yeah, US
Mhm.
team is definitely
Agreed.
moving in the right direction. They're improving, and these next two friendlies come next month against Paraguay and Uruguay are going to be a good deciding factor because Paraguay
Agreed.
they're clicking at the right time. Uruguay they're definitely dangerous from what they showed in World Cup qualifiers. So these next two are going to figure out what this team is.
And can I say, us beating Japan 2-0 looks really good right now. Looks
Hey,
so good.
Brazil. Woo!
Brazil, bro.
We we might see the US rank go up with the next rankings. We're going to see Brazil drop. And I think Japan's going to take a huge jump too. Japan is muy peligroso.
Yeah,
Muy peligroso.
USA will probably be at 12.
Muy peligroso. Yes.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So there's a lot of international stuff going on, but there's actually one more thing that maybe you guys didn't catch. Are you guys ready? Ojeda started for Paraguay against
Ooh.
South Korea.
I did see that.
Ooh.
No, like I think it was lost in amongst RSL Nation. Like I
That's
don't,
massive.
so he started, but Paraguay did lose 2-0.
Oh.
But good news, he was actually one of the leading passers for the team. Between him and let's see who was it, and Benitez, the right back. They both had
But
what?
I don't know. You just keep saying
I mean I got to go back and
not
forth.
like your wife.
Ah! Leave my wife out of your mouth. That's how it goes? Anyways, Ojeda had 47 passes at 85%. Same with the right back, 47 passes. Everyone else was like in in the 20s. So it's like Paraguay didn't even come to play. Not even Almiron, Gomez, both Gomez's.
Ugh.
Yeah. So, but Ojeda did get the start, the play. Against Japan, he did not get a
1 minute.
start.
1 minute.
He got 1 minute.
That's
and
rude.
And it was a 2-2 draw.
Ugh.
So Japan came out undefeated. I think South Korea also came out undefeated. No, they defeated hardcore against Brazil 5-0. So, anyways, I wanted to mention that. Also, if we're gonna mention other RSL players that have had international stuff, Kobe Henry with
Yep.
He
TNT.
scored a good goal for them too.
He scored a goal.
He scored a golazo.
So we've had the RSL players that have been absent have been active. So that's good news
And productive.
and productive, which is great news. So let's shift gears into playoffs. Decision day, the day that we didn't have to worry about last year, the day we didn't have to worry about the year before, but we have to worry about it now.
We're fine. We're fine. We're doing great. No stress. I'm not going to look like Alan at the end of this weekend. No.
Bro, you're gonna want to pull out your hair. Ready?
I
Here,
already do.
Late on
Here-
us, Alan. What are the scenarios?
here are the scenarios. I'm gonna start from worst to the best scenario, just because we always start with the best. Everyone wants to know what the best is, but no.
For sure.
This is what happens if we lose. If we lose, we are eliminated from playoffs with a Colorado win against LAFC, Colorado win or draw, or a San Jose win.
Ugh.
If both happen, then us and Dallas are screwed.
Yep.
But we can't have either one of those happen. Okay.
No.
Now, here are two scenarios if we draw.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to be as clear as possible because there's a lot of combinations here. Okay, scenario one. If we draw, actually, so here's the thing. We will get 8th place and home field advantage for October 22nd if we draw, Dallas loses or draws, Colorado loses or draws, San Jose loses or draws. So basically, all of us need to draw, or the rest of them need to lose.
Wow. Which is possible.
Especially since we're playing against the worst team out of all 4 opponents, we have the worst.
It's true.
The other draw scenario. This is if we could get either 8th or 9th, depending on what Dallas's result is. But a draw plus a Colorado loss or draw plus a San Jose loss or draw. So we can either get 8th or 9th. Okay? If we win, we get 8th seed if Dallas lose or draw. And we get, so 8th seed is the home game. And the last one is if we win, period, we're in the playoffs, 8th or 9th.
We're in. Win and we're in.
Win and we're in.
It's as simple as that. As simple as that.
That's simple. That's it.
But
No problem.
I mean, it is no problem, except we've seen crazy things happen. Colorado goes up against an LAFC team that no longer has the opportunity to get first place. In fact, can they even move around? Can they move to second?
LAFC
let's
can.
look.
LAFC is at 3rd. They're at 59. They can move up to.
They can. So they do have motivation to play well.
And then you have Dallas, who is going up against a very good Vancouver team, and then San Jose is at home against Austin.
Austin does not have a chance to move up, but they do have the opportunity to lose their 6th seed. They could go down to 7th if Portland wins. I think if Portland wins and they lose.
Correct.
So Austin can't lose. They don't want to lose, which it's in our favor because we need that game to at least be a draw at the best.
But you want to know the plus side of all this? We get everybody back. We get Gozo back. We get Luna back. We get Ojeda back. So
Yep.
we're ready.
All right, then let's dig into this game because I think we've killed the scenarios. So let's talk about this game. We're going against a St. Louis team who um have been eliminated from the playoffs for like the past month, I think, roughly.
About, yeah.
Um they've had a season pretty similar to ours, obviously worse. We're talking about a St. Louis team that 2 years ago were they supporter shield, were running in the runnings for supporter shield.
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Look how much things turn around. Like they went from top to the worst.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's true.
What do you guys expect out of this St. Louis team?
Well, if I'm St. Louis, I've got nothing to lose. I'm going to try to spoil the party. It's the same thing that the Galaxy have been doing. They have nothing to lose, and they're like, screw it. We're going to screw everybody over.
Yeah. That's what worries me because they have the potential to screw people over.
Yeah.
They just beat their last game. They beat Austin 3-1
On the road. On the road too.
Yeah, and that was Austin's worst week, by the way. It started with a loss against us. They lose the U.S. Open Cup, and then they lose to St. Louis.
Yeah.
That was just not good for them.
Yeah.
They've also beaten a San Jose team. Let's see. Well,
Montreal.
can't talk about very many other wins.
No, but the last time that they won at home, you got to go back 2 months ago. August 9th, 3-1 against Nashville. That's their last time they won at home.
Yeah. Looks like, and their win before that was also at home against Portland, 2-1. Looks like they only know how to win at home, guys, because I'm looking at their whole schedule this year. They've won 1, 2. Nope. I was counting last year. Sorry. I think they've only won the 3 away games that we see in their last 4 games. So they're on a quote unquote hot streak. They have how many goals? 5, 8 goals in 4 games. That's actually pretty impressive for them.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. What kind of a lineup do you see RSL coming out with? Just our very normal, strong lineup that we're used to. Ojeda back, Luna back, Gozo.
Anything else is unacceptable, excuse me, unless there's an injury.
For sure.
Which at this point, there isn't. Gozo is probably most likely already back in the States. Luna's probably flying back right now. He's going to be back Wednesday morning to Salt Lake because they were just in Colorado. I mean, an hour and a half flight.
Yeah,
He should be in his bed right now. Already.
I don't see any reason that Victor does not start this game.
I bet you anything they've been having him do cryotherapy, so he's ready for for this Saturday. We have to have Cruz and Victor up top. We have to have Luna and Gozo on the wings.
Yep.
Giogo has to step off to the side. He has to.
I will say though, he's been one of the bright stars over the past few games. He's done his job incredibly well.
I'll agree. General agree. He's done better. Though, I mean, it's still a huge disappointment to have him on the team, not gonna lie. It's just a huge letdown. But I think if our best chance at making the playoffs is obviously putting our strongest lineup forward, and that is Luna and Gozo on the wings. Just because Gozo wreaks havoc with his high press. Absolutely wreaks havoc. Luna with his creativity is unreal. Now, I think the only issue we would have is making sure all of them connect. I think there has been problems, at least from an outside point of view. I mean, in practice, they probably do fine. But Luna connecting with Cruz and with Victor a lot more. That is what I would hope to see and want to see. And hopefully, if Luna doesn't leave, hopefully that turns into an off-season dynamic that absolutely wreaks havoc.
No, I'm excited for this. Obviously, with having Gozo back, but a game with Gozo doing those crosses into Victor. That's gonna be key for this Saturday's match because we saw so many times prior to Gozo leaving those crosses beautifully done to Luna.
Yep.
Now we get to see that to Victor.
Yeah,
Agreed.
that's it's super exciting to see all that. Now, what I am worried about though is obviously still our defense. St. Louis, like I mentioned, they've won 3 out of their last 4 games, with 8 goals.
Yeah,
They
that's a lot.
their last game against Austin, I don't without looking, do you know how many total shots they had that game?
15.
23.
Ooh.
And if I'm counting right, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 7 of them were outside of the box.
Oh, no.
16
No.
shots inside the area.
Eso no
They
me cae bien.
they know afraid. They know afraid.
That's the
Eso no
thing.
me cae bien.
I I think we're going to run into an issue where if we do not, we all know that the best form of defense is offense. If we do not put our front foot forward offensively, then we are in for just getting hell bent with shots.
Definitely.
And that we're not very good at that, by the way. Our defensive line, our backs have been Swiss cheese. I feel bad for Rafa.
I'm not. We got this. We got this. It's decision day. I'm pumped. I'm ready.
Um, Obviously we already talked about the main players that are super important for us. But what do you guys think the key for us in this game is? What do we need to see in order to have success?
Score goals.
Yeah.
Score.
Well, it needs to be a high octane offense that, and actually, I'm even going to say controlling the midfield. If St. Louis can't get to our back line, they can't take advantage of those Swiss cheese moments. If our midfielders do their job and just hold and push forward like they've been doing, they've been doing it decently well. But when we're up to full strength, if we control that midfield, push it forward, and keep St. Louis's defense busy the entire night, that's gonna be the key to victory. And like Marco said, goals, goals, goals. We need to not be content by being up 1, 2 goals.
Yeah.
We need to try to be up 6, 7 goals. I know, right? That's not going to happen, but that's got to be the mentality.
Yeah. It reminds me of a phrase that my son's coach tells them all the time. He says, "I need you guys to be playing with a lot of intensity. I don't care if you're winning 10-0. I don't care if you're losing 10-0. If you're not playing high intensity, you're coming off and sitting on the bench because
Yep.
I only expect high intensity."
And this is the game that I want to see it. I want to see them have that dog mentality and show the fans and everybody that they deserve to be in the playoffs.
I mean, and I'm going to throw a phrase out there that might be a little controversial, but they've spent a lot of the season sitting on their laurels, basically just taking it easy. It seems like these guys have not been putting their best foot forward for a majority of this season. It is now it's now time to literally put the pedal to the metal because if we win Saturday,
We in.
we have to win on Wednesday. If we win on Wednesday, we have to win the following Wednesday, Thursday, we have to win. We have to keep winning. You cannot stop. If you're tired, recover faster. If you think you can't do it, find yourself a safe space and get into that mental state of mind because we need everyone to go. I-
Yeah.
we fans want to see success. The season Once the season's done for us, we're done and having to wait until mid to end of February for soccer. Guys, I mean, everyone in the RSL Nation should be upset that if we do not get the right result this Saturday,
That's it.
we in Utah are soccerless, or at least RSL-less, until mid to end of February when the season starts again.
That's why Saturday is the biggest game of the season, and we need everybody. We need everybody to show their support, show their love. Yes, this is an away game, but stay tuned. Show the team that you truly do care and that you want everything. We want playoffs back at the Riot so badly
Oh,
on
it's
October 18th.
special. It is special.
Actually, sorry, the 22nd.
Yeah.
22nd. Now, Marcos, are there any watch parties on Saturday?
Yeah, if you head down to the Draper, I guess Bluffdale area, about time. About time. They're gonna be showing the RSL game and of course that other game down south. But the only game that matters is Decision Day. Decision Day RSL. It's gonna be electric. So show up at about time. Game is at 7 o'clock. But show up early. Come hang out with some RSL fans.
And I think if I'm not mistaken, there's also a beer bar downtown.
Beer
There's
bar as well. Bar X, yeah, all those. But yeah, I will be at about time in Draper if you want to come hang out with me.
cool. That's Christian. You're somewhere there, right? You know where that
Oh,
is.
Yeah, I know exactly where that is.
Perfect. Sounds good. Guys, let's do this. With hopefully it's
This is not the last time. This is not the last time.
Hopefully it's not the last time.
This is last time for the regular season, though.
It is.
I will say that.
It's prediction time. Excellent. Christian, lay it on us.
Yeah, we're gonna be toxically positive. I'm gonna shoot for the stars. 3-1 RSL victory.
Oh,
Love
that's
it. Love
a
it.
shoot for the stars. Margos.
You know, RSL's gonna get this big win. We're gonna get the shutout. 2-0 RSL.
Excellent. I'm going to keep it maybe a little bit more real, but it's still going to be toxically positive. 2-1 RSL. We're going through to the playoffs. We're going to get home field advantage. The playoffs are coming back to the Riot next Wednesday.
I'm here for it. I'm so here for it.
And if it comes back, we're having a special emergency episode on Monday. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You best believe we are.
All right.
Yeah.
With we know that a lot of you may have lost a little bit of interest in RSL, but we still receive your Instagram questions. So
Thank you.
let's throw out some questions. Bring it on, Margos.
Yeah, we only got 2 for tonight, but 2 is more than nothing. So here we go. What do you guys think about the league slapping Willie and Victor with fines?
Did you hear about that, Christian?
No, lay it on me.
Yeah, for their celebration of the eventual no goal, they both twerked, and so they called it inappropriate behavior, inappropriate, I don't know, something like that. So they fined them both.
Listen, Gondarber.
Con Darber, this is on you.
He doesn't like Don Darbo doesn't like fun. He doesn't like fun.
Apparently not, Gondarber.
He's the fun police. That's what
And yet, yeah, you have I think Seattle was also dancing. The whole team got in a little circle when they did their celebration. They all did a little kick dancing
no,
or whatever.
they were doing the Seattle Mariners celebration because that's what they did in their win.
See, I don't watch baseball, so I didn't want to know.
No, I think stupid Gondarber. Gotta hate him.
Though I do find it quite hilarious
It
that
was.
they would find the players for a twerking celebration.
Right. Here we go. Last and final question for the evening for you guys. Will MLS ever be competitive with Europe's top 5 leagues? Is Pro Rel required for that to even happen?
I think we might have to have this conversation in the off season.
Yeah, that I'll give a quick answer. Not top 5. Top 10, yes.
Oh,
Top
yeah,
5, no.
It's definitely has
It's already a top 10 league, really.
it's graduated into the top 10.
But I think my answer to that would be I don't think we will ever have MLS be a top 5 league ever.
And no, we will
I
never
agree.
and no, we will never see Pro Rel in MLS ever.
No.
Yeah, unfortunately not. If you really want my honest opinion, I think the USL one, I think that's gonna be a flop.
Yeah, agreed.
But I'm hoping for the best because if that works out, I mean, I might jump ship. But
Who?
I don't.
Idaho's team? Ugh.
Idaho has a team. They do.
Yeah, Boise.
Boise has Boise.
It's not Boise.
It's
Boise.
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 Boise. Oh man. Anyways,
All the Idaho fans are like, and we're done.
and K. Also, Marcos, did you say hi to the Idaho Falls people that say hi to you?
Yeah, so I guess quick shout out to all of our listeners up in Idaho. I ran into somebody at the last
Woo!
game from Idaho Falls who's a season ticket holder, funny enough to hear. So love the loyalty from people that come out of state to RSL games. Gotta love it.
That's like throwing mud in the faces of all those that live like 5-10 minutes away that are season ticket holders. I don't want to go
Seriously.
because the team's not good enough.
No,
Guys, there are
that's
people
over.
from Idaho Falls.
That's a 3-hour drive for them just to come. Yeah, that's passion. That's dedication right there.
Though
I
we
wish
should
I was that cool.
well, we should make a quick mention that our uncle would do the same thing for the San Jose Earthquakes.
Oh, yeah.
He would do that because he lived 3 hours away from San Jose until he decided to be a Sacramento fan. So
That's
Oh,
still a drive.
that's
That's a
still a
drive.
drive for him.
That's a drive.
All right, guys. Well, this is it.
You guys are awesome. You guys, thanks so much for
Ugh.
always listening, tuning in for us. This isn't the end because decision day, we're gonna come out victorious.
What
I
a
feel it.
but what a regular season. Like it had a high it had its highs, it had its many lows, but yeah. And
Yeah.
grateful to RSL for hosting me and Marcos this season. Hoping to do it again next season. We really appreciate the fantastic staff at RSL. Really.
Yeah.
Always the best. Always the best.
So this isn't a goodbye for now. We will take a break though in the off season to recharge and gather ideas, but stay tuned for next week because we will be back next week.
Yes, we will.
Okay, Marcos, send us off.
If you
Woo-hoo.
guys are not already, I don't know why you're not. Head over to Instagram, head over to TikTok, head over to X, follow us at the RSL Bros. Listen to us wherever you catch your podcast on Spotify, Apple, and watch us on YouTube.
That's about it. Suck down some cough drops.
I I I don't have any.
Oh, then good. You don't need it. Okay, guys. See you later. Bye.